California vs. Trump. The legal battle over sweeping tariffs. California is taking legal action against former President Trump over his proposed sweeping tariffs. Let's break down what's happening. The lawsuit claims Trump's tariffs would harm California's economy, which relies heavily on international trade. Trump announced these tariffs as part of his economic policy, aiming to protect American industries. But California argues the tariffs would increase costs for consumers and businesses across the state. The state's agricultural sector, which exports billions in products annually, could be hit particularly hard. Legal experts say this case could test the limits of presidential power on trade policy. This isn't the first clash between California and Trump. Remember their battles over environmental regulations. The outcome could set a precedent for how states can challenge federal trade decisions. Business groups are divided, with some supporting protectionism, while others fear trade wars. The case is expected to move quickly through the courts, with potential Supreme Court implications. What do you think? Should states have more say in federal trade policy? Let us know in the comments! Harvard professor breaks down Trump's clash with universities. Exclusive insight. The Trump administration's feud with universities has sparked nationwide debate. Today, we dive into Harvard's perspective. A Harvard professor weighs in on the clash, revealing tensions between politics and academia. The Trump administration has criticized universities for alleged bias. But is there more to the story? The professor explains how policies have impacted research funding and academic freedom. Students and faculty are caught in the middle. Hear their voices on the issue. Why is this clash happening now? The professor breaks down the historical context. Could this tension reshape higher education in America? Experts weigh the possibilities. The professor shares surprising insights about the administration's long-term impact. What can universities do to navigate these challenges? Solutions are emerging. The debate isn't just political. It's about the future of knowledge and democracy. As tensions rise, the professor offers a path forward for both sides. Stay informed on this critical issue. Like and subscribe for more deep dives. Chaos at Marjorie Taylor Greene's town hall. Police use stun guns on protesters. A town hall event for Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene turned chaotic when police used stun guns on two individuals. The incident occurred in Georgia, where tensions were already high due to Greene's controversial statements. Eyewitnesses say the two individuals were protesting loudly before the confrontation escalated. Police claim the protesters refused to leave after multiple warnings, forcing them to act. Video footage shows the moment the stun guns were deployed, sparking outrage online. Critics argue the use of force was excessive, while supporters say it was necessary to maintain order. Marjorie Taylor Greene later defended the police, calling the protesters agitators. The incident has reignited debates about free speech and police tactics at political events. Local officials are now reviewing the police response to determine if protocols were followed. What do you think? Was the police action justified, or did it go too far? Let us know in the comments! Trump officials face contempt charges over deportations. Legal showdown ahead. A federal judge has warned that Trump administration officials could face contempt charges over controversial deportations. What does this mean for accountability? The ruling stems from a lawsuit challenging aggressive deportation policies during Trump's presidency. Critics argue these actions violated court orders. Judge Amy Berman Jackson issued the warning, citing defiance of her earlier injunctions, blocking mass deportations. Legal experts call this a rare move. The case focuses on ICE agents who allegedly deported families despite judicial stays. Advocates say this put lives at risk. Legal analysts weigh in contempt charges could mean fines or even jail time for officials who ignored court mandates. This isn't the first clash between Trump officials and the judiciary. Multiple policies faced legal roadblocks during his term. The Justice Department now must decide whether to prosecute. The outcome could set a major precedent for executive power limits. Immigrant rights groups celebrate the ruling as a victory, while some conservatives call it judicial overreach. What's next? We break down the potential timelines and scenarios as this legal battle unfolds. One thing's clear: this case reignites debates about immigration enforcement and the balance of power in government. Stay tuned as we follow this developing story. Will former officials face consequences? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Van Hollen in El Salvador. The shocking case of illegal deportation. Senator Chris Van Hollen makes a critical trip to El Salvador amid a controversial deportation case. A Maryland man was illegally deported, sparking outrage and political debate. Trump administration officials are defending the deportation, calling it lawful. Van Hollen's visit aims to uncover the truth behind this alarming case. The man's family claims he was wrongfully targeted and separated from his children. Immigration advocates are calling this a violation of human rights. What evidence does the Trump administration have to justify this deportation? Van Hollen vows to fight for justice and reunite the family. This case could set a dangerous precedent for future deportations. Will the truth come out? Stay tuned for updates on this developing story.